Hey guys, it's Dr. Robotnik64. This is a video for a game called Dino D-Day, so let's do this then. So basically what this game is that it is, according to the game's description, what World War II should have been like. And, as the name of the game would insinuate, there are in fact, wait for it, there you go, there are dinosaurs in this game. So yeah, so basically it's a first-person shooter game, and you can play as either a human or a dinosaur. And there are two teams, Allies and Axis, and apparently on both teams, the dinosaurs actually work together with the humans. I have no idea how the heck that works, but I guess it just does in this game. Now, this is a post-commentary video because, once again, original video that I recorded this went off sync. And not to mention, I also want to make this video more along the lines of a review video rather than an actual, gameplay video with commentary, so, yeah. Anyway, we're out here on the battlefield. I am playing as a human. Now, obviously, because this game is based off of World War II, this obviously takes place during World War II, so because of that, you are equipped with usual World War II weapons, like this submachine gun right here that I don't remember its actual name, because I'm pretty sure it does have an actual name. Or at least this class does anyway. It is class-based, so you can choose between different classes. But this class, which is a human class, he has a submachine gun. There's a tiny dinosaur right there, holy jeez. But yeah, he does have a submachine gun, and he also has what I believe is a shotgun, and a knife, and a grenade, so usual World War II weapons. There's a reloading animation. Now also, as you can see, if there are other people or other dinosaurs that are on your team, there will be a little icon that appears over their heads. As for the other team, well, they simply don't have an icon above their heads. Now also, I believe there are certain classes that are actually capable of healing other players, so they're basically medics. And one of the ways you can tell that there's a medic on your team is that, as you can see, when you're very close to dying, one of the medics on your team will apparently start emitting a blue aura for whatever reason. But as you can see, he's actually healed me, and the game freezes there. Now, speaking of game freezes, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this game actually runs on the Source engine. I'm pretty certain it does, because some of the sound effects in this game are the same sound effects used in Half-Life 2 and Team Fortress 2, both of which are games that also run on the Source engine. The way the game loads the game environment is also quite similar to the Source engine. Like, when it's loading, it says, loading resources, initializing game data, etc. Well, those are the same things that Source Engine games will say whenever they're loading a game environment. And most of the option settings appear to be the same as Source Engine games as well, so I'm fairly certain that this game does in fact run on the Source Engine. And there you go, I'm getting healed some more. The game mode that I'm playing here, by the way, is Deathmatch. And I'm not actually playing an online game, I'm playing an offline game with bots, just to see what the game was like, and there you go, we won. So apparently, after our victory, they actually decided to publish a newspaper describing our victory. So now I've been moved to the Allies team, and here's another class that I'm using. What appears to be a Triceratops with a miniature tank attached to its back. And I have no idea who the heck is attacking me, I can't even see them. Not to mention the arrow that basically points me in the direction of the attacker is just going absolutely berserk. At least my teammates are helping me. Okay, one of my teammates just died, forget I said that. My other teammate right here is about to die as well. Let's try to defeat him. Now apparently, this class is kind of unique because there's apparently a temperature gauge. And there you go, I got him. Now apparently there's a temperature gauge, so I guess the machine gun on its back can overheat. I'm not exactly sure what would happen if it did overheat completely. This thing right here, what appears to be a treasure chest that I can't even open. And it's also kind of difficult to play as this class as well, because the thing is that when you're playing as this class, you're always in third person, and you can't switch to first person. And there's a guy right there. Well, he's done. Now, I guess because I'm pretty certain that this game does in fact run on the Source engine, I guess it also uses the same physics engine that most Source engine games use, which is Havoc physics. And once again, just like in most first-person shooter games nowadays, if the guy has already died, you can interact with his corpse. There you go, and just shoot it like that. There you go, there's some blood. Alright, good. Yeah, just smiling like this. I love to talk like this. You guys know I love to talk like this? I actually do. There you go, you just gotta shoot him in the leg. There's some blood. Well, I died. Alright, the end. Good day. We're not doing so well right now. Allies is only at 25, Axis is at 46. There we go, he's dead. Now here's an interesting thing about the maps in this game, and pretty much I think all the maps. There's goats all across the map, and you can actually kill them. So there you go. And apparently when you kill them, there's actually a message that appears saying that, well, you killed them. If you look closely, it says Dr. Robotnik64 killed a defenseless goat. Now I'm not exactly sure if killing goats in this game is bad or not, or if there's some sort of strike against you for doing it. And there's apparently the goat's twin brother, now he's dead. Yeah, by the way, the last round, we didn't win. And I'm back on the Axis team, apparently. Here's a different class. Basically the same thing, a machine gun on its back. And I've gotten a domination, apparently, and I got another domination. Alright, double domination. Forget it. Yeah, so apparently you can actually kill the goats in this game. Yeah, this game promotes animal abuse, people. Well, then again, it was technically a dinosaur that was killing the goats and not a human. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Now, here's another thing that's kind of unique about this game. When you press the F key, you can actually perform a taunt. But look at this class's taunt. Like, seriously, look at this. Do you see that? You probably can't see it very well because it's quite dark, but he's actually urinating. Yeah. When you press the F key with this class, he actually urinates. This game is just so awesome. Now, speaking of game modes, as I've said before, this game mode is Deathmatch. There is another game mode that you can play, though, in offline mode, which is King of the Hill. Now, I'm not exactly sure what King of the Hill is, because I didn't actually try it, so I'm not exactly sure what it is. But from what I could tell by playing Team Fortress 2's King of the Hill game mode, I'm assuming, anyway, that it's probably like defend a certain point for a certain amount of time. That's what I'm guessing anyway, don't quote me on that. Now another thing that I want to say about this game is actually quite popular. Well, not as popular as any other games on Steam, but it's still pretty popular. It has 11,000 contributions on Steam right now. But what I don't understand is that this game seems to have pretty poor ratings. For instance, MetaCafe gave this game a 53 out of 100. Most of the user reviews on MetaCafe were positive, but a lot of them were also negative. Multiplayer.it gave the game a 60 out of 100, saying despite the presence of dinosaurs and a good dose of irony, the game fails to distinguish itself from any other exponents of the genre. Well, I guess I could agree with that, because there's also like other games like Day of Defeat Source, which is basically the same thing, except without dinosaurs. IGN gave the game a 55 out of 100, saying sloppy controls, class imbalances, mediocre maps, and a general lack of polish make Dino D-Day a tough game to enjoy. Now, I'm generally not the kind of person that enjoys bashing critic reviews because everybody has their own opinion, but I have to really disagree with IGN. I especially have no idea what the heck they're talking about when they say that the controls are sloppy. I seem to have no problem with the controls whatsoever. I thought the controls were fine. The only thing that I thought made the game a bit more difficult to play is that some of the classes, you can only play as them in third person, like the one you're seeing on the screen right now, but other than that, I thought that the controls were pretty easy to use overall. Now, I will say this game is actually not new. It's been out for a couple of years already, so these reviews might be a bit old now, but I'd still have to disagree with them, especially with IGN saying that the controls are sloppy. But you know what, I'm not going to flip out at them for saying things like that, because, honestly guys, everybody has their own opinion. Like, I'm not going to bash IGN just because they don't like the game. If they don't like it, then that's fine. If somebody has a logical reason for disliking a game, then that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to bash them for it. But if a person dislikes a game for an incredibly idiotic reason, then yeah, that's when I bash them. But if IGN thinks the controls are sloppy, then that just means they think that the controls are not very good in the game. But personally, I find that the controls are very good. Like, you can disagree with somebody's opinions and still respect them at the same time. Going completely insane just because somebody has different opinions than you, it's pretty much just going to make it worse for yourself. But you know what, I'm not going to go into a full-blown rant about that. I'm just going to stop ranting right now. And we have won again. The Axis team is victorious. And you know what, that's pretty much all I have to say about Dino D-Day, so yeah. So it's a pretty interesting game overall. Never thought I'd see a World War II game, or a game based off of World War II, Digoat, or a game based off of World War II with dinosaurs in them. Never thought I'd actually see that. Well, actually, then again, there is actually another game which I think is called, like, 1918, which does actually have dinosaurs in it, but it takes place in World War I. And the thing is that it's actually a horror game. I might play that game as well sometime in the future, but yeah, that's basically another game that's based off of the World War and has dinosaurs in it. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say about Dino D-Day then. So if you want to purchase the game, the link's in the description. The game only costs $10. It's actually on sale for 75% off, so it only costs $2.50 right now. That's in American dollars, by the way. And actually, for the weekend on Steam, this game's actually free to play. So yeah, it's free to play for the weekend on Steam until Sunday. So if you want to play the game right now and basically see what it's like before purchasing it, then you can do that right now. Once again, links in the description of this video, so yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video then. So that was Dino D-Day, where apparently humans and dinosaurs are working together to win the World War. Very interesting indeed, and there's another goat. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for now then. So this is Dr. Robotnik64, thank you for watching. If you want, feel free to like or favorite this video, or maybe subscribe, and also feel free to follow me on Twitter as I post alerts about videos I've recently uploaded to there. And there's a random flare for some reason. This is actually another map, by the way, the map changed. But yeah, feel free to follow me on Twitter. The link to my Twitter account's in the description of this video, so yeah. But that's pretty much it for now, so I'll see you guys in the next video that I make then. Later.